Hi Cancer, welcome to your weekly scopes. Please keep in mind this is only a general reading. Take what it feels right and with what resonates with your own life experiences at the moment. I'm sorry. So, Cancer, you're getting out of a recovery. You have been in the road of recovery, of self-healing, of resting, taking a break, either because you choose to, either because life forced you to, in many situations, where you acknowledge that the way you had your mind wired in the past was not was keeping you from seeing things, from perceiving your reality in a much more beneficial way, and that can could have created a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear, a lot of sense of being lost and a victim of life. And now you're slowly shifting that perception. You're slowly shifting your own ideas, the way your own mind works, because you have seen and you have realized that you are not a victim of life, and it's about the way you respond to the situations that come up, the experiences that you accept or reject to learn and to grow in life. So you have been in the road of recovery, and I think for the most part of the people I'm feeling here, it's something that is becoming day by day more conscious part of you, and you're looking forward to deepen your knowledge, your self knowledge, questioning all that you have learned until the present moment. The main opportunity for the week is the Nine of Swords reversed. So, as a main opportunity, you're slowly starting to fade away all that anxiety and all that fear that's keeping you up at night. You have an opportunity to start releasing that anxiety. You start feeling much more better because you are seeing things much more clearly, much more with much more clarity than you have in the past. And that break you took and that resting period you took, it really helped you get to this opportunity of starting to get rid of thought patterns that are not serving you and not allowing you to go through situations in a much more positive way. So the main opportunity for you this week is to release that anxiety, release that fear, release that stuckness in your own head, and start looking at things with much more clarity and a different perspective. A perspective where you're much more focused on the knowledge you get from it than in the actual situation. And that will help you get through it and embody your own nature and your own essence without fear of letting go of things that don't belong to you. The challenge is the Two of Pentacles. So the challenge is to keep the balance within the situation, to keep it equal inside of yourself, to keep it really really sustained. Uh, when you're sustained on yourself, balance is something that surfaces naturally. So the more you focus on centering yourself, the more you focus on this opportunity of releasing that anxiety and that fear and that worry, the more that balance will come to you naturally, because you're releasing every single thing that is keeping you from having this infinite symbol in your life, where opportunities and possibilities are are numerous and infinite, and you're always doing this dance of enjoying enjoying the things you have, even though they may keep you busy. They may seem like they are pushing you into the different directions, but you're able to sustain it in your life. You're able to keep the balance and the harmony, especially when you get through this opportunity of releasing fear, worry, and anxiety, and starting to see things more clearly as your mind. And when your mind is clean, and reignited, your mind is so strong that you can keep the balance, you can juggle anything that comes your way, because you have that mental accuracy and that mental strength that is really sustained on yourself and not on fears and not on conditionings and not on traumas, even though it may be so hard to release them and to let go of them. But that's why you have as an advice also the hermit. So it's a really strong advice, and it's to really to focus on your knowledge, on your self knowledge, in illuminating parts of yourself that need light to be shed upon on, so you can again release every single thing that it's not working for you, as especially mentally, and all those feelings of being so worried start to be when you put light into it, they will disappear because they are a manifestation of fear. It's not real. It's not something that belongs to you. And this is the energy that goes within, that takes a break. Again, it gets away from society, and he does all this hermit work, or all this lonely without or all this alone work without feeling lonely, because he's more and more and more in tune with himself. And the more he discovers about himself and the more he analyzes about himself, the more answers he gets, and the more sense of clarity and empowerment, and realizing who he is, what his real wants, needs, and desires are. Things start to be much more clear and much more prone to empower you and push you forward in the direction of your purpose, instead of keeping you anchored into a reality that it's not your own. It's only created by those fears and that projection of fear, where you keep, it's a loop where you keep attracting situations to learn from, so you can understand and realize that that fear has no space of growth and of soul evolution for you. And I think you're starting to realize that. So if you want to, this week, there's the beautiful energy of self-knowledge, of releasing a lot of anxiety that has been bothering you, maybe keeping you up at night. All that can now start being really taken off. Really, you really starting to take things away, to get rid of things from your baggage that don't belong to you. So that's a lot of work to do, and it may follow you a lot during June. But if you do want to, this energy that could be a theme working, always thinking that it's working on your behalf. If you feel like, for example, if you have a panic attack this week, if you really have that panic attack, that anxiety attack, in the end of it, when it gets away, you can start to learn from it. You can start to realize where it comes from. You can start doing that hermit job, questioning the roots of that anxiety, and exactly what causes that fear, that intense fear, to be so strong, overtaking you, that it comes out in a panic attack. So there's a lot of questioning surrounding your worries, and you can really get a lot of answers and enlightenment in it this week. The spiritual advice is respect. So the respect here, it talks about the need to learn to say no to many things and yes to yourself. Respect is about you having respect, most first and foremost, for yourself, knowing that You are truthful to your essence, you are truthful to who you are, and you have no fear of following your beliefs and following your intentions. So respect is about you respecting yourself, knowing exactly what your needs are, and not running away from it, not denying it, not suppressing it. So the spiritual message is really about you learning to say yes to yourself, you learning to prioritize yourself, and you learning to look at you in a much more respectful way. And when we talk about respectful way, it's about you loving yourself so much that that respect is just an innate part of it, because when you really truly love yourself, that love, the respect is a complement of that love. So whatever happens this week, whatever situation is throwing out your balance, or um, helping resurface that anxiety, know that especially it's important for you not only to seek your truth, not only to seek your answers and your knowledge, and probably doing so in a very respectful way. It's not about other people this week, it's about you, deeply within you, Cancer. So I hope you have a great week. Thank you for listening, liking, subscribing. It really means a lot to me. And we'll see each other next week.